So now that we have taken a look at the graphs as well as trigonometry, let's move on to differentiation. Differentiation plays an important role in physics because it measures the rate of change. Now there are two important words here. First is change and the second is rate. We will take a look at them one by one and see what they mean. Let's talk about change. Now I have already mentioned that quantities are of two types. One is constant that does not change and another is variable which changes, right? So change comes in a variable. And how do we write change? We use the symbol delta for a big change and d for a small change. For example, if I have something like this, delta x, what does this mean? It means change in x. What kind of change? Big change in x. And if I use the symbol dx, please note that d is not a letter here, it is an operator just like sine or cos, etc. That is, you can imagine that there is a box, its name is d, and x is inside that box. So you cannot separate d and x. What I mean to say is that if you have something like d of y upon d of x, do not cut both d's. Do not do this. This is wrong. D and x are together. They cannot be separated. Okay. Coming back to the meaning of dx, it means change in x. And what kind of change? Small change in x. So when you see dx, think small change in x, and when you see delta x, think big change in x. From now on, whenever I say change in x, I mean the small change in x. Now, how small change am I talking about? So, the smallest change that you can imagine is represented by dx. So, if x changes from 4 to 6, is this change dx? No. You write here delta x equals to 2. And if x changes from 1 to 2, still delta x equals to 1. But if x changes from 0.00001 to 0.000001, then you can use the phrase dx. So if there is something written as dy, it means change in y. dt means change in t. What if I write d of 4? That means change in 4. But 4 is a constant, right? And constants do not change. Therefore, what is the change in something that will not change? Obviously, it will be 0. D of 3 equals to 0. D minus 2 equal to 0. D1 equal to 0, and so on. So here is our first rule, that is d of a constant is equal to 0. Remember this rule. Whenever we have a constant and apply d before it, then it comes out to be 0. Right, now that we know what change means, let's look at the meaning of rate of change, because that's what differentiation measures. Rate of change is defined as change in one quantity with respect to another quantity. What this means is, if I want to calculate the rate of change of y, with respect to x, with respect to the change in x, then we can write it as change in y upon change in x. And we just learned that change is written as d, therefore we can write this as d of y upon d of x. And remember that we will not cancel out the d's because they are operators, not letters. So the meaning of dy by dx is clear to us now. It means change in y with respect to change in x. So if I write something like dx by dt, then you can understand it means change in x upon change in t. And I hope you can write the meanings of dy upon dt, du by dv, and so on. Now here is the important part. The process of finding this ratio is called differentiation, and this value is known as the derivative of the numerator with respect to denominator. Here it is derivative of y with respect to x. So the process is known as differentiation and the value is known as derivative, or some people call it differential coefficient. So I hope that the next time you see dy by dx or dx by dt, you will understand what that actually means. In the next video, we are going to take a look at how to actually calculate this value. See you in the next video.